we got a classroom accuracy of 79%, but some of you are higher than that and some of you are lower than that. And we're going to break everything down. We're going to view the report, and then I'm going to have you do the assessment over. I look at the questions, okay, and the percentage that you had right. We can also see individuals. Okay, if the driver ahead of you is distracted, you should maintain a safe following distance. 11 of you answered that as correct. 4 of you said honk your horn. So if you honk the horn, the driver will look up and maybe slow down. You could hit them, or they may slam brakes. So honk the horn is not a safe thing to do. You can help me and help the future. I need those of you who missed it to type in why you picked that answer. I could always click it and it will tell me who missed it. Okay? So I need you who missed it. Why did you put this answer? Let's look at it from an inductive and deductive reasoning. So I need you to type in the chat, why did you put that answer? Okay? And then we're all about looking at data. Okay? I want to go on to the next question. You should not wear headphones while driving because you will not be able to hear important information on the road. All of you got that right. Again, the first question, if a driver ahead of you is distracted, 4 of you put honk the horn. I need to know why you put that. Please type it into the chat. Please help us grow. Please help us learn. Next, the best time to address distractions that can affect driving is before driving begins. All of you got that right. You as a driver, me as an instructor, you want to let people know, hey, if you're distracted, handle that. Handle that distraction. Tell the person stop talking. Get your dog strapped in. Tell your parents stop arguing. It's your responsibility as the driver to make sure everyone in the car is safe. Let's keep going. Next, fatigue. And fatigue means you're tired. Some of you might not know that word. Fatigue affects your ability to perceive or respond to hazards. The correct answer is true. One of you got it wrong. And I need you to put why you got it wrong so we can continue to leverage and do a good job. So fatigue does impact all of us. It does make us tired. And when you're tired, you're going to make really poor decisions. You might drive too fast. You might drive too slow. You might not really leverage everything that you want to. So that is a really important case when you start learning how to drive. You've got to be patient. You've got to take your time. You got to really analyze what's going on. And if you analyze what's going on, you're really going to do well. Okay? It's really important that you understand the goal of driving and you understand what we need to do as an instructor, as a person who, excuse me, is helping people learn how to drive. And what I need you to do is lean into the conversations that we're having and really do a good job. So lean into those conversations, learn what's going on. Guys that crash, we're back. We'll deal with it. I still want to go over the status. So if you missed a question, I need you to type in why you missed it. It is what it is. So let's keep going. And let's go over this. Thank God it's still here. All right. Give me 1 second. All of you should be in now. And then we will go from there. All right. All right, let's keep going with the questions. If it crashes again, we deal with it. So fatigue means you're tired. So the one person missed this. We always are looking at trying to improve, not putting anyone out. And you can tell who missed it. I just want to look through data. This is going to help me understand So please put in why you missed that. It could be maybe to understand what fatigue is. Maybe you were just clicking buttons. And if we really want to learn, we need to get better at looking at data, okay? So let's keep moving. Let's look at data. Next, alcohol begins to affect a person's ability the moment it enters the body. This is true. One person put not true. So this tells me maybe you don't understand that. But it is a question across the United States on test. You have to know this. Next, they're talking about blood alcohol. You as a driver, and 9 of you missed this, so maybe you're not as thorough. You need to know about the national limit across the country. And if you don't know about the national limit, you could miss this one question. So use this as like your review, and that's what this data is meant to do. So you see the people who missed it. I'm not going to call out your name. You can see it. Okay? If you're missing this question, this tells me you don't understand why it's in the test. You don't understand why it's on the test. You need to know this standard. I don't want you to fail the test by 1. I want you to pass that test missing less than 10. Okay? I want to keep going. I want to keep rolling on. 2 psychological effects of drugs on the driving task. So you might not know what psychological effects are. So if 10 of you are missing this, this tells me maybe you don't understand the question, or maybe you didn't read it. Okay? Some of you will be honest. Some of you don't care. Some of you want to get better. But 10 of you missed it. Too many students missed this question about the psychological effects on drugs and the driving task. Okay? And for me, as an instructor, I want to know who missed it. So I'm just going through. I don't have to call out names. I need you to write down why you missed this, and please type it in. If you want to make this class better for next month, type it in. If you don't care, then you're holding back progress. So this is vetted. All right. So let's keep going.
Mr. McKinney?
Yep.
It says that the chat is disabled.
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Thank you for looking out for me. Bam! Now it's open. I'm sorry, guys. We had that crash. Please put in why you missed it. You didn't understand the word. Maybe you didn't read it. This will give me insight. Thank you for telling me that, okay? So, guys, I'm trying to help. We're not trying to embarrass. We're trying to get better. Thank you, okay? And I think you guys trust me, and you realize that I want to make you better. I want to make you a good driver. I want you to do well. You have 2 hours to take your state test. Don't rush. Take your time. Be patient. This is from the curriculum, so you know it's correct information. And this is good test prep. This is not some random person across the world putting in questions. This is our information. Okay? And yes, you will have a multiple choice question. Your test will be multiple choice. You got to be able to read the question, cross out what doesn't belong. There are going to be 2 answers that are very close. It's a process of elimination. Okay, let's keep eating. Medicines used to treat the common cold often make you sleepy and thus should not be used while driving. This is true. Okay, they have antihistamines, and they dry up your nasal area. They may increase your blood pressure. They may make you drowsy. Okay, you should always talk to your doctor to see, hey, can I take this cold medication? Can I take this nasal decongestant? I have bad sinus pressure. I'm going to take this. Will this make me sleepy? Talk to your physician. Talk to your doctor. So 2 of you missed it. And if you keep missing certain questions, then that's a whole nother conversation. Okay? So we're just going through, and 2 people missed this question. Let's type in why. What did you think? What's going on? Noelle, I know you're very, Noelle, I know you're panicking on this, but can you wait till we're done, please, Noelle? Just let's put the class first before you, Noelle. I really appreciate that. Remember I said after this session, just like I told your mom. Thanks, Noel. Let's put the class first. Guys, don't be selfish. Everyone will get a chance to drive, but don't be selfish. I want to get through testing first. And what I've learned, I put the class before an individual. And it always works out. I never put an individual ahead of the class. So I'm going to keep moving. And I'll take care of, Noel, I'll take care of it toward the end of class. All right, I want to keep moving. Next, a driver loses control to here's her emotions. People get mad. They get tired. They get angry and attempts to harm another driver. This is called road rage. We've done a lot on this. We talked about this. It's not called aggressive driving. So 2 of you missed it. So I'm looking at data. 2 people missed it. So you need to understand what road rage is. They want to do physical harm to you. They're not going to let you merge in. This is common throughout society. Okay? Let's keep moving. Strong emotions can cause you to fix your attention on one event. Maybe your parent calls you. We got a letter from your coach, or you're failing AP history, or you left school 3 times in the last month. You have to come in for a meeting. This can fix your emotions. You're not focused on driving. You got to explain to your parents. So we are human. Driving emotions do impact. Again, looking at the one person who missed it, please put in why you missed it. This helps us. It's really important because I'm trying to make the class better. And if you're honest, we'll get better. If you're not honest, we'll stay on mediocrity. We'll keep being average. We'll keep being mid. I'm not a mid instructor. I will grow. I will get better. And we're having data. And that's how we grow. That's how we get better. Okay, let's keep moving. The best time to take a short break is before you feel drowsy. 2 of you missed this. And when you're tired, you're going to forget where you're going. You're going to start going really, really fast or really, really slow. You're going to start weaving in your lane. You might start tailgating. So it's really important that we understand that. And yes, eventually in the future, your test will be online. You will take your driver's education test online. But for now, use this platform. All of you, since you were like in since kindergarten, you've taken standardized tests. Okay? So you know about buttons, you know about clicks, but now you're older. You're in high school. And if you miss one click, you didn't get your AP US credit. You missed one click, you got a 200 on the NWEA, you should got a 240. Okay? So it's really important that, same thing with me, if I'm on a state test or I'm on my master's and I'm taking it online. So be mindful of those clicks. It's really important. And everything I'm saying is recorded and we are going to look at it too. So I like that. I like the accountability piece. Okay, so now we're talking about drowsy driving again, but this is the same type of question. 11 and 12 are the same type of questions. None of you missed it. A sign of a drowsy driver, you cannot remember what you did the last few miles. This is true. Next, when are you most likely to encounter impaired drivers? Late night, early mornings, especially on weekends or holidays. You might not know what impaired means. On your test, you're going to have driver education words, speed control, lane line reference, impaired, roundabout, right of way. This is a driver's education class. We are using driver's education words. This is from worksheet 4. So it's straight from your packet. So 2 of you missed this, and just put in why you missed it. And I'm seeing trends. If the same people are missing certain questions, you probably could fail the test. We're just looking at data. If you miss more than 10 or 15 questions, you need to reread. You don't have to panic and say, hey, can I have a study guide? We're already doing it. We've been doing it from day one. Okay? All right, let's keep it moving. And we're going to do more of these. So this is not the first one, and then you'll put in questions. I think I can give you the questions you missed, and then you should not miss them. Okay, so here's the next question. In a front wheel skid, your front wheels are skidding. You have options. You need to know what your car will do in a front wheel skid. The vehicle moves straight forward despite of steering inputs. Okay? The vehicle doesn't go into a curve. It doesn't skid when it brakes. It moves straight despite steering, so you don't control your steering. So some of you may have misunderstood this. I need you to type in why. And I'm seeing trends. Type in why you misunderstood that question. Type in why you misunderstood that question. I'm not you. Maybe you don't understand front wheel skid. This is from worksheet 4. This is 51 to 91. So if you don't do your work, then you won't know it. Let's keep moving. A body at rest tends to remain at rest as defined by inertia. So if your car is parked and nothing hits it, it will stay parked. If your car is parked and someone hits it with a big truck, it's going to fly forward, be pushed left or right. And always be honest, I want to get better. And if you were teaching the class, I would hope you would do the same thing for me. I would hope you would make me better. I would hope you would show me the questions I missed. And I will hope you will prepare me to be a safe driver and to pass my state test, because this is the most important test you're going to take in your life right now, and it's tomorrow. I always have positive manifestation. You will pass your test. 2 of you missed it. Just tell me why. Tell me what's going on. And this helps me help you. All right, let's keep moving. Your most important decision will involve how to manage available time and space. This is one thing I always talk about in class. Time, following distance, space. You need a minimum of 3-second following distance. If you don't understand following distance, we pick a stationary object. 1 principle, 2 principle, 3 principles. 1 police car, 2 police car, 3 police cars. 1 probation officer, 2 probation officers, 3 probation officers. You need to be able to identify your following distance. It's a car lane for every 10 miles an hour. Okay? So 10 of you missed this, so this tells me you might not understand the question. But also go deeper than saying, I misunderstood the question, because if you keep saying that, that's not really going to tell me how to make the class better. You need to go deeper. I kind of like what you put in there and you described it, but I need you guys to go deeper. If 10 of you missed it, it's a problem. I think you'll agree. If 5 of you missed it, that doesn't really help me. More than half the class missed this question. So we have to find out why you missed it. So I need you. I can't read your mind. I love it because you have to put in what you think. And then we see who's missing. So this tells me you don't understand this question. And this please put in, wow, let's keep going. Which of the following is not a principle of controlling the consequences of a crash? So your car's about to crash. How do you control these principles? What do you do to prevent it or reduce it? That's how I need you to think of your car's getting ready to hit a pole. Your car's getting ready to hit a car. Your car's getting ready to go into the ditch. Which one of the following is not? Which one does not belong? Okay, the key word here is not. It's in capital letters. So that one word will change the whole meaning. And I really appreciate you being honest, those of you typing in good information, but also get into your brain. I'm not in your brain, but I'm here to help you. And I want you to feel safe. And if you feel safe, you'll put in information. If you don't care, you say, I don't care. I'm going to do whatever. Okay. So which one does it belong? hit an approaching vehicle rather than a stationary one. That does not belong in there. I'm looking at, so this is 50%. And remember, these are the questions from your curriculum. These are the questions from your packet. Okay? This is not something some random person typed in the UAE or in Amsterdam. Okay? So also look at time. Sometimes people tend to rush and go through and they have test fatigue. So I'm taking time to do this because this is what I should do as your instructor. I'm going over answers. I'm explaining it. Many of you say, hey, this is good. This is what my teacher's supposed to do. Okay? So I need you to type in. Get that information there. Tell me why you're missing this. All right, let's keep moving. If you must stop suddenly and your vehicle is not equipped with ABS, if you don't know what ABS is, you should have looked in your student packet, because I can't make you read. I'm not going to hold your hand. You have to be the one to dig down deep and read. And I've learned that a long time ago. If you don't read, you're going to struggle and fail. You're going to struggle in the car. You're going to struggle on the state test, because they work parallel. If you put in work and you study, you are more likely to pass and drive well. That's what I've seen from data. So if you don't know what ABS is, which I've talked about before because I can show you the transcript, it's there. So your car does not have ABS, so you need to do something. And what you need to do is pump the brake firmly so you don't have lockup. Because if you don't have ABS, your wheels will lock up and you will skid. Okay? And we're looking at what you missed. The people 7 missed it, so this tells me this is the question that's going to trip you up. Please type in why. That helps us more. Okay, let's keep moving. Next, if a driver is about to be struck from the rear by another vehicle, you should do what? You're in your car. You look in your mirror, you're like, oh my God, I'm about to be hit. If a driver's about to be struck from the rear, what should you do? You should what? You got to pick the best option. Be ready to apply the brakes so not to be pushed. 11 of you got that right. 4 of you, please tell me why you missed this. Help us get better. Okay, let's keep moving. The most important sense used while driving is the most important sense. We go 100% right. It's vision. This is why it's so important that you look straight. You look left, you look right. Vision is the most important thing. The closer you pass an object, the faster it moves. 11 of you got that right. 4 of you got this wrong. I'm looking at data. Please tell me why you got it wrong. Please tell me what's going on. This gives me a data set. Please type it in. Let's keep moving. When pulled over, and that's kind of a vague question, you're pulled over. When pulled over, you might think, well, I have to pull over because I'm tired. Or I think if the police would have been used in this statement, it would have made more sense. So some of you might not understand this question, but also instructors write these questions, soccer moms write these questions, college professors write these questions. Okay? These questions are vetted questions. So when pulled over, where should your hands be? They need to be visible to the officers. So most of you got this right. 2 of you got it wrong. Please type in and tell me why. I don't care about how many got it right. I care about who got it wrong. And this helps us grow and get better. Please type in why you got that wrong. Next, if you are in the far right lane, you're driving. You're in the freeway. You're in the far right lane. I think most of you understand that. The far right lane. And you want to change lanes into the middle. Be especially aware of what. So you got to visualize yourself driving. You're in the far right lane. You've got to change lanes. What should you be aware of? Vehicles in the far left lane wanting to change lanes. 14 of you got it right. Good. One of you got it wrong. Please tell me why you got it wrong. Put it in. Please and thank you. When exiting a freeway, when should you signal? We always talked about timing, and beginning drivers struggle with timing. 11 of you got it right. That's pretty solid. 4 of you got it wrong. Just type in why you got it wrong. It's like timing. Timing in basketball. Timing walking down the hallway in your high school when the door opens. Timing you're walking down and a locker opens. Timing when your teacher comes in and you try to push your door open and the teacher expects it and the teacher walks into the door. Or when your friend misses opening the door for you, you walk into the door. Timing is one of the most important things. So like tomorrow, you're going to take your test. Timing. I can tell who's nervous. I can tell who's calm. Timing. Things are going good. Let's keep moving. So you want to, when exiting a freeway, when should you signal? Well ahead of the deacceleration lane. You want to signal before you actually get off to let other drivers know. The deacceleration lane is where you slow down. What is the largest cause of crashes while driving in fog? 12 of you got it right. Driving too fast. Basically, you run into things you can't see. 3 of you got it wrong. Just type in why you got it wrong, please and thank you. Again, I'm always trying to get better. What challenges does city driving have? City. You should know that there are people in the city, there are pedestrians, there are delivery trucks, people are walking on the sidewalk, walking between cars. You should be able to answer that question. You should. And 14 of you got it right, 1 got it wrong. I like that. Please type in why you got it wrong. And for some of you who are missing it, maybe you need to tighten up on your studying. Next, on a rural road that's in the country, it could be a dirt road, it could be a blacktop, rural road, we're not in the city. It is more difficult to recover from an error because 14 of you got it right, 1 of you got it wrong, rural road. So you got to understand rural roads are, they're crown shaped, they're flat on the top, and they drop down sharply to the right, they drop down sharply to the left for drainage. If you go off the edge of the road, you might not make it back out. You could crash. You could go into a ditch 3 feet, 5 feet, 10 feet down. They're really scary. I've been driving through Iowa, and I can say it's scary. Let's keep moving. What is the most common type of crash in a construction zone? So if you don't know what a construction zone is, but I showed you the AAA video, and I went over it because I have the information because this session is being recorded, and I can check myself too as an instructor. It'll make a summary for me. And it'll tell me some students are not studying or not taking that personal responsibility. So the most common type of collision is a rear end crash. Again, 50%. And we can look at the people who missed. If you're that same person, tell me why you're missing these things. Is it understanding? You're not putting in your time? Okay, let's keep going. Most shoulders have, if you don't know what a shoulder is, and this is driver's education, you'll be like, my shoulder on my body? No, the shoulder on the road. There's the shoulder to the right that is usually wider in case your car breaks down. You can get off to the right. There's the smaller shoulder on the left because there's a yellow line. And most shoulders have less traction because there is gravel, there's dirt, there's debris. 10 of you got it right. 5 of you got it wrong. If you experience a vehicle breakdown, okay, vehicle breakdown, What is your your car has broken down. What is the top thing you need to do? 15 of you got it right. Pull off the road as soon as possibly safe. Yes. When encountering rough, slippery road surfaces, this could be in the rain, this could be in the snow, this could be in it could be hailing outside. Okay? You want to slow down. 15 of you got it right. Which lane should you drive in if you're traveling on the highway? The correct answer is the right lane. 10 of you got it wrong. 2 of you said left lane. That's for passing. And what I'm looking at is what students miss certain questions. I see a pattern coming. And typically, once you start driving, you're going to have better understanding. 5 of you got it right. I'm going to look at the students who got it right. All right, let's keep moving. After you've driven through a puddle, you should squeeze your brakes. That's going to put heat into the brake pads and rotors. And 15 of you got it right. Love it. Why is black ice so dangerous? We talked about this. 15 of you got it right. It can't be seen by the human eye. Thank you, G. I appreciate you. If you experience a vehicle breakdown, how can you help other roadway users safely see you? So your car is broken down. It's at night. People won't see you. Or it's during the day. People won't see you. But you're probably saying, it's during the day. They see me. No, they don't. They're looking at their phone. They're not paying attention. Turn on your hazard lights. 15 of you got it right. Let's keep going. Passing on the right at an intersection is allowed if the lane widens for that purpose. 14 of you got it right. 1 got it wrong. So you have to have a wider lane. If you do it on your road test, you'll fail. If you do that with me, you'll fail. The move over law. All states have a move over law. Requires that drivers change lanes or slow down. We did go over that. I can check the transcript. So this tells me you guys don't understand the move over law. Move over means move over if you can. So look at the first title, move over. So 13 of you got it wrong. This tells me you don't understand that question. Too many of you got it wrong. Okay, let's keep moving. What do the benefits of roundabouts offer? We had that question before. Roundabouts. 13 of you got it right. They reduce serious injury and fatal crashes. They're safer than traditional intersections. They have less conflict points. 13 of you got it right. 2 of you got it wrong. I'm looking to see who got it wrong. And this could be an indicator on the test performance for tomorrow, too. You are merging onto a freeway. You should understand merging. You're merging out of your high school door. You're merging into the gym because the principal wants to talk to you because you've had people fighting in the school. They're saying, I'm going to meet you at the campus. Well, your principal is going to have a camera at the campus now. Okay? You're going to meet me at the campus. So you have to merge into the gym. There are 3,000 students walking into 4 gym doors. You guys will merge in. So I'm giving you some examples of merging. Okay, the driver entering the freeway. So some of you missed that because of merging. Thank you for, okay, when you are merging on the freeway, who should yield the right of way? The driver entering always yields the right of way. So this is a right of way question. And what I can learn from you, if you guys would be honest, this can tell me what you struggle on. But different groups struggle on different things. So if you're on the freeway, you have the right of way. If you're coming on the freeway, remember, freeways are limited access. You take a ramp to go on, a ramp to go off. So merging. So again, we have people who missed this. Let's keep moving. 40. If it starts to rain on a hot day, the roadway is most slippery is when? and 10 of you got it right. That's pretty good the first few minutes, because the oil and gas and grit and diesel fuel mixed together, they make a really slippery paste and you'll spin out. So we're looking at who missed it, why you missed it, and we can go from there. If this is the pro version, we should be able to do assessment on the ones you missed. I like that I'm taking my time because this is your review. How can you reduce the risk of driving in snow? While driving in snow, you want to reduce risk. Snow, it makes it slick. All of you should know this. We live in the Midwest. If you live in Arizona, Texas, or Florida, you don't have snow. Just like in school. If you run too fast, you're going to slip and fall. Okay? Driving in snow. All of you have seen snow before. So 14 of you got it right. 1 of you got it wrong. And I'm just looking to see, because I want to help and be aware. Okay, let's keep it moving. How can you reduce the risk of sun glare? You should know what sun is. This gives us our beautiful suntan. I have one all the time. See my glow? I know, I see you, Lyric. You got to love yourself first. So sun glare, that will make it difficult for you to see. That is a natural hazard. So you don't want to wear night driving glasses because you won't be able to see. You don't wear sunglasses at night. So that answer doesn't belong. Cover your eyes up with your hands. I think you guys know that. Keep your windshield and windows clean. 1 of you got it wrong. And for me, I'm just looking at it because I want to serve you better. A good indicator that hydroplaning can occur. That's going to be on the test. Hydro is water. Plane means to lift or fly. 14 of you got it right. But I want to see who got it wrong and why they're getting it wrong. Please be honest and put this information in. This will help me. Thank you. And this is your little mini study guide. If you encounter an aggressive driver who appears agitated, what should you do? Change your path of travel. Get out of their way. There's always a fool who's bigger than you. Please put in your information. Stay focused. When it's raining, your choice of speed should be influenced by raining. Drive slower. Reduce speed. The correct answer is the amount of traction. It's not the speed of other drivers. So that's really important. Hey, E, how are you? Hey, M, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Hey, how are you doing? All right, let's keep rolling. So a lot of you missed this question, too many. Let's look at it. And if you're missing if you've missed more than 10 questions, you're going to struggle tomorrow on the test. Just you keep count. Okay, let's keep moving. Why should you clear snow and ice off of your entire vehicle? Snow and ice could come loose and cause someone hazard. You can also get a ticket. Got that right. I need all of you to type in what you learned, please, and thank you. Type in what you learned. You type in what you learned. I'm going to see if some other features have been enabled so we can give you a quick review. Type in what you learned, please, and thank you. Specifically on this. This is how we get better. Please and thank you. Questions, accommodations, overview. Okay, we could look at data. Lyric. Okay, so here's what happens. Lyric is at the top. Adam is at the bottom. You throw out the highest and lowest, and it makes a bell-shaped curve. Okay. On the left, we have 89, 87, and then going up 80, 80, 80, 80, 78, 78, and then on the other side of the bell-shaped curve, we have on the right side, we have 78, 78, 76, 74. So it's not that bad, okay? It's not that bad, right? And I always look at numbers. I don't know if we put standards in. Yes, we put standards in. That's great teaching, okay? demonstrate the understanding, ask questions, and demonstrate understanding of the text. So if you struggle reading, you're going to struggle on the test tomorrow. Demonstrate answering questions, demonstrate the understanding of text. Even if you take this test online, you still have to read it. Ask or answer questions to demonstrate understanding. So this gives me some information. Share report. I could also email it to you, download it. I'm not printing out anything. I thought it was solid. Okay, we're going to do the wheel of names really quick. Subscribe.